Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation.
Don't believe the hype.
Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible.
You're being watched.
We hope you enjoy our spectacular city.
Rise up, old town, for our past and our future.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Thirsty Sword Lesbians Neon Revolution. I am Spence, and your humble Gaymixtrix, and I am so excited to be back for this fantastic episode. And before I get to introducing my absolutely gorgeous cast, I do want to get through some housekeeping real quick. First of all, want to thank our sponsors for this season. We have Grinding Coffee, which is a Black LGBT plus owned coffee business that will keep you awake and happy with the best roasts directly shipped to your front door. You can use our affiliate link by using the command coffee, that's !coffee, in the chat for the link, and our discount code is penny for a tail. The next sponsor that we've got is Dice Dungeons, a Baltimore-based company that has a passion for making beautiful and high-quality gaming accessories for every table. You can check them out using our command DICE. Again, that is !DICE. If you are looking to add something special to your RPG accessory hoard. And finally, my company, Fibermancers for Hire. This summer, we are we are gifting several of these mini weavers. Aren't they so cute? Weaver is our mascot, and we love the Weaver so much. Hang on. There we go. Look at this face. Look at this face. And so all of our shows this season are getting one of these adorable little mini weavers for a giveaway at the end of the season. So be sure to stay tuned because we will we'll be doing this in late June, early July. So stick with us. Now, additionally, there are some ways for you to interact with our stream because while the dice can tell the story, we do want to make sure that you all can help us as well. So, as a reminder, you can, first of all, do command tweet. That is !tweet. That is our live tweet. And so, for every, hello, I have a brain. It works. At 20 retweets of our going live tweet, I will give our cast a boon. At 30 retweets, I will impose not a bane, but a complication for our wonderful troop of heroines. And at 40, we'll get another boon, and so forth. Also, at every 5 subs, we will unlock a story event, or we can help the whole party. Second, we have command TSL donate, or donate TSL, sorry. So command donate TSL, all of our donations are split among the cast, and as such, we want to make sure that you have some incentive to make those donations. So let me go ahead and pull up what our donate is, so I can tell you. So if you donate $5 and highlight who you want it to go to, one of our players will get a +1 bonus. If you donate $15, you can grant a player a chance to re-roll. $25, Each character may choose to gain a thread on the person in the scene. At $50, each player can receive a reroll. At $100, the party receives a gift from a special someone that significantly aids them. And if you decide to be a big spender and spend $200, one of our femme fatales, the grand dames of Neon City, will appear. So those are your incentives to help us out. And as always, you can interact with chat. We would love to have you interact with chat because it's fun. It's absolutely fun. For our schedule, if you do !schedule in the chat, you will be connected to our link for June's schedule of shows. We have The Lost Druid, a D&D 5e game on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Every other Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Into the Stormlands, Pathfinder 2e. Fridays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we have Autumn of the Fireflies, a Crucible game. We have Emotional Overdrive, Emotional Drive, a necrobiotic game on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then of course 3 p.m. on Sundays Eastern time. You can be here with us to see lovely romance and shenanigans, and we love romance and shenanigans. Okay, I've said my piece. Now let's go to these beautiful people below to say hello. And so tell me who you are, who your character is, and how they're feeling after last session. So let's start with Magwyn. Maeve, hi.
Oh no. So hi, I'm Maeve. Magwyn is who I play. Magwyn is a trickster, and she's a little bit of a wild card sometimes. Last game had some interesting developments for her, and we will see who she chases down and when.
And Dayton. Cat.
Hello, everyone. I'm Void Cat. And I'm playing Dayton. Dayton is the face of Megacore, and therefore has like a wonderful, shining opinion of Megacore because all of her experiences with it are, the propaganda that she's supposed to be espousing. And some of that slapped her in the face last episode, so she's a little discombobulated. But on the other hand, just like she just saw like her childhood crush just like crush it. So mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. That's completely understandable. And we have Oriana, Archival Despot. Hi.
Yes, hey, I am Anna, aka Archival Despot in most places on the internet. And I play Oriana Ocampo, the burned out heir to the Ocampo crime family. She has a lot of things going through her head. Found out about a possible arranged marriage being floated around, issues with photographs of her being sold to the media with people she probably shouldn't be riding bikes with, and then also found out that her bodyguard might have a thing for her. Yeah, a lot of stuff going through her head right now.
Lots going on, but it is going to be a good time. So as we started last session, we are starting. Oh goodness! Thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Maeve. Haha. So let me fix that real quick. Boom. All right. So if you want something good to happen for our crew of mavens, go ahead and make sure that you subscribe, my friends, if you can. Yes, the bodyguard has a thing. So as we started last session, we're going to go ahead and have a news recap. So everybody is at their domiciles. watching the news, and we hear, "Welcome to WNCB's morning broadcast. Today, we have an update on Megacore's inquiry for potential locations. Due to overwhelming community support, Megacore has had great progress in locating several potential sites for their pharmaceutical development sites, thanks to the information from the public. As thanks, the company is just dedicating a new aerial garden for the community in Neon City's south side. Following up on the power outage that saw thousands without power, leaked documents from the utility provider indicates that the disruption was caused by a broadcasted virus. No individual group has claimed responsibility for the act, and some sources speculate that this could be an attack from intergalactic influences. The Embassy for Intergalactic Relations has not responded to multiple requests for comment. Following up on the several injuries from the Noelle Starlight pyrotechnic accident, the injured are being released from the hospital today. When asked if they plan to go back to Starlight concert in the future, they had this to say. And it cuts to one of the fans saying, "Oh, absolutely. I mean, accidents happen, but, you know, Starlight's music really just helped me get through this whole ordeal, and I really hope she gets back on stage soon. I will be the first in line to get a ticket." And thank you so much for the, oh my goodness, for a hype train. My goodness. Thank you so much for the gifted subs. My goodness. What is happening? What is happening right now? Well, this is one way to start off a show. My goodness. Everybody, let's get some hype for our cast. My goodness. So that's 5, 6, 11. So we're at 12 subs. If you wanted to throw off your GM today, that is one way to do it. My goodness. So good things are going to happen to our crew. Good things are going to happen.
It's gonna be chaotic.
It is gonna be chaotic. How are we at a level 4 hype train? I don't Guys, you're gonna make me blush. Okay. Continuing with our regularly scheduled broadcast. In sports, Megacore's champion is still undefeated in the Clash Cavern. Let's go to Barty for the highlights. Barty? And it cuts to someone giving a recap of the fight in the Clash Cavern by the champion who took out Bob. Poor Bob. Didn't stand a chance. To Bob.
Right day to Bob.
Yes.
Don't be mad.
So, where are you all when, or what are you all planning to do now that you've heard the morning broadcast and you're going about your day?
Speaking for myself, I don't have any work right now because they don't want to let me out without Jean. But she's, busy right now. So, I mean, I'm not gonna sneak out. So I'm just trying to disguise myself as much as possible, as much as you possibly can when your face is plastered everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
The hype train continues.
Oh my goodness!
I'm Bob wore a red shirt.
That one was from our dear Jeanviève.
We also wish you were here.
My goodness. Yes, we wish you were here. Technical issues abound, unfortunately. So, y'all are too much. Okay. So, Jean sent you a message earlier in the day saying that they had a debrief with the champion, and it was probably going to take most of the day. They're also still getting acclimated to their new augmentations, so they have to do some testing with it. Oriana, the last thing that you got was a text from your mom saying good job with the acquisition of the sanctuary.
Yeah, that's another thing weighing on her. What is she doing this morning? Is it like a normal weekday, or are we hitting like the weekend? What is?
You
what kind of day is today?
It is a Thursday.
Yeah, so I think fairly the same schedule as we saw the last time yesterday. Sleeping later than she probably should, and then taking time to take care of her plants, rushing off to meetings, and then figuring out what everyone else is doing as soon as she can get out of them.
Gotcha. Okay, and what was that? Oh, we got a donation. We have a donation to help all of our players. My goodness.
Thank you.
Y'all, thank you so much. Who sent that? Dakamap. Thank you so much.
Yay.
And Maeve. I'm sorry, Magwyn.
Oh, no.
I would say after viewing the broadcast, do you go to the park at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mag will probably brood around the house for a few moments after the announcements on the news, and then make her way to the park, to her bench, and see if Big M is there. But in her absence, probably just brood in the park for a while.
Yeah, Big M sent you a text. Big M sent you a text saying that they finally got an appointment for getting their tail burn fixed. So they are at the scale and mane under the delicate care of those technicians to get that burned tail taken care of. But as you're sitting there, you notice old Ambrose. And old Ambrose is not normally one who hangs out very much, but he seems to be normally he's very much by himself and talking to himself, but he seems to be talking to a lamppost right now.
What does the conversation look like? Is it heated, or is he just making conversation with the lamppost?
So
I don't want to interfere if he's cross with it.
Is he just talking to it, or is he?
Well, so you could tell that the lamppost is talking back because the lamppost seems to be flickering as though it's lighting up. Some of these lampposts are AI. And they follow people around in order to light up the path if people are walking around at night. But they don't usually come out until just before sundown. So
this one's
having
out
this
and about when it shouldn't be.
This one's out and about, and it's flickering in the daylight. And Ambrose seems to be kind of deep in thought. His beard is a little bit scraggly, but at the same time, he's a local celebrity. For those of you who don't know, old Ambrose kind of lives in the park and will like ask you riddles if you approach him. He's kind of quirky, kind of weird, but anybody who's tried to accost him was very quickly acquainted with the fact that he is a war veteran from the 2140s war and knows Krav Maga. He's missing 2 fingers on his left hand and has a limp in his left leg. He was crushed in shrapnel during the war, which is how he got those injuries. Magwyn, he probably helped you out when you were recovering, seeing in you similar struggles to what he went through. So yeah.
Nice. I will saunter up behind them, maybe, and try to listen in and see what the conversation's about. Try to get a feel for why the AI is roaming when it shouldn't be.
Okay, so go ahead and it sounds like you're trying to figure a person out. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, let me have you give me a wit roll.
Wit. I actually have one of those. Oh, 8 total.
An 8. Okay, so that is a mixed beat. So, you can ask 2 questions of Old Ambrose or the lamppost, but they will ask you a question in return. So, turns around and says, Oh, Magwyn, it's so good to see you. Have you met my... Oh, you probably haven't met my friend, but anyway, this is Noelle.
Nice to meet you both. And I will bow at the waist, like completely forward. And I will actually take my eyes off of Ambrose, but not Noelle when I bow.
Okay. Ambrose gives you a polite bow, acknowledging that you are acknowledging the reverence that you are giving. The lamppost flickers blue and says, "It's nice to meet you."
I'm so glad. I love AIs.
Oh,
How
well, thank you.
developed are you?
Oh, well, this is not my usual frame. I normally have a better one, but I am trying out new opportunities.
How unusual. Ambrose,
Well,
what were you talking to your new friend about? Or are you old friends?
oh, this is a new acquaintance, we are ships passing in the night, but they are able to carry what most men cannot. So they carry a heavy burden.
Indeed.
And you, Magwyn, how goes your adventures in the city?
I've been doing a bit of plotting. So good.
Plotting, you say?
Yeah. Trying to dream up an appropriately embarrassing incident without truly angering anyone.
Such a trickster you are. I keep forgetting how devious your mind can be. Well, actually, it is quite fortuitous that you are here. You see, I require some assistance. Well, you see, dear Noelle could require some assistance that I am not able to provide, as I do not have the correct equipment to assist. But would you possibly be interested in escorting Noelle to the Bolton Blade to speak perhaps with Mr. Smith or Tanama? I believe that... Yes, Oh, you would love to. That is perfect. That is perfect. I don't like to leave the trees, they get lonely if I do so, and I would hate to upset the trees.
Indeed. I think Big M will appreciate that.
Of course. And she did bring me breakfast before she went to go get that poor tail taken care of. But
Lovely.
so I will so Noelle, Magwyn is absolutely to be trusted. They are the epitome of honesty and trickery. Yes, that is correct.
In equal amounts.
Well,
Impressive.
that is good to know. Thank you so much for your guidance, old Ambrose. And Ambrose tips an imaginary hat and unceremoniously just leaves.
I will curtsy to Noelle and hold out my elbow. And if they don't have a limb to take the elbow, I will maybe hang on to one of their finials.
So with these AI lampposts, they have the ability to expand and contract. So the lamppost contracts a little bit and fans out some of their finials so that you can take hold of it. Is this how normally people would walk with a lamppost? I have not been in a lamppost frame before.
I'm taking into consideration the fact that you're not usually a lamppost.
I appreciate that. Normally, my frame is a lot more mobile and agile, but this will work for now. And so it rolls along with you. Oh, my normal frame is mostly humanoid.
Oh.
That's so unfortunate. They just take away your legs, like, dang.
Do you let your friends know where you're going and what you're doing?
Yeah, I will, where Ambrose being sort of involved with someone on a super coherent level is not your average, and taking an AI for a walk in a lamppost is not your super average, I will ping everybody and say, hey, if you're looking for me, I'll be at the Bolt and Blade with a lamppost. Named Noelle.
Get that text.
I think I'm probably halfway through a meeting when I get that text and I look at it. I'm like, yep, I have to go. Something's come up. It's great speaking with you all. And I just quickly leave the room because I have to go see what this is because it sounds amazing.
This sounds fun. I'm bailing.
And I mean, you're the heir, so they can't exactly say no.
There's chaos.
They're just like, we'll send the reports to your assistant. Oh, she's gone. Okay, well, that's the thing. How about you, Day?
Day receives the text. It's just like very, I'm a ninja. And is gonna go there. Has not totally been paying attention to what's going on. So she will be surprised to not see Big M there. But
I feel like Jeanviève will also receive the text and will text you, I'll cover you. Give me 30 seconds. Go now. And you notice that the lights on the surveillance cameras blink out.
Nice. Inside help.
Hey, that is thanks to one of our sub goals.
Nice.
So there's that. Okay. So okay, so everybody is heading to the Bolt and Blade. The Bolt and Blade is a big old warehouse that has been split into two. The front half is the mechanics area where Mr. Smith works on all of the motors that people bring for refurbishing or repair. In the back is the forge where Tanama makes all of their amazing blades. And when I say amazing, they are they are a true craftswoman. They make the most elegant blades, and they work technology into them sometimes, but they have the passed down knowledge of generations of sword makers. And she's also been known to really dislike Megacore for reasons that you may or may not be fully aware of. You know that it's something to do with her old forge being taken from her, like bought out from under her. So I'm gonna say that Mag, you arrive first.
Excellent. I will see Noelle to whichever part of the Bolton Blade she would like to go to. Actually, I will ask Noelle's pronouns. I'm sorry, I have made an assumption. How awful.
Oh, you know, that is okay. I normally don't get asked, so thank you so much for that. My pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Well then, milady.
And what are yours?
Heck.
Oh, okay. Well, then I think that you look like a she. So if that is not accurate, just let me know and I will adjust.
It's good enough for city work.
And Mr. Smith looks up. He has a digital face mask that are pretty popular to cover his facial features. The history or the lore around Mr. Smith is that his face is terribly scarred, and so he wears the mask because his normal face has frightened people before. So he looks up and says, Mag, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, well, you know, busy day, another busy day. Why do you have a lamppost AI with you?
She
also,
wanted to
hello.
see you.
To see me.
Her name is
I don't
Noelle.
believe I know. Interesting.
Are the two
Noelle,
of you
I'm assuming
acquainted?
this is well, I know of Noelle. I'm assuming that you need a better frame. Is that correct? Yes, that would be wonderful if you have a spare. Let me check in the back. I will get Tanama because Tanama will want to meet with you. Is that the codename Butterfly? Yes, that is Butterfly. Ah, okay. Thank you. And he goes into the back and rings a bell or something that makes the clanging in the back forge stop. And Tanama comes out. What on earth are you? Okay. A lamppost. That's new. Hi, Mag.
That's Noelle. Hi.
Oh. And Noelle. It is nice to finally meet you in person, so to speak. It's lovely to meet you too. I think by this time, Oriana and Day, you can have arrived if you so choose. By the time you all get there, it's kind of awkward because Tanama is not really sure how much to say in front of you.
Awkward.
But she says, well, let's hang on. I think Smith wheels out this android-like frame. Kind of androgynous, looks like a service bot, but at least it's more humanoid and has eyes. And it says, all right, Miss Starlight, let's get you all taken care of. And hooks up a wire between
You're that Noelle?
Was I not supposed to? Oh no!
I'm sorry. What?
And
Andrew.
I lean
So
over
he hooks
to
up.
Zoe. I told you this was worth it.
I mean, you did, but oh my god.
Offering.
Oh cool. Oh my goodness, another donation. Thank you so much. Captain Caffeine. Okay. Good things. Good things, folks. So as Mr. Smith gets a cable connected between the lamppost and the humanoid frame, Noelle starts to talk through the android frame, or the service bot frame. Yes, I am Noelle Starlight. It is nice to meet you all. And I am so glad that you all are here. Miss Toole, wait, I don't know. Would it be okay? Okay, Captain Caffeine. Yes, my cats do parkour in the background. So thank you for the donation for my Lilith. So anyway, and Tanama looks at Dayton and looks you in the eye. If you say anything about what you hear here, your tongue will be cut out and you will have no more career. Is that understood? Thank you. And Ms. Ocampo, can you assure that you and your bodyguard are also going to remain silent about what is discussed here?
As you can guess, everything we do is by discretion, so you have no worries from us.
I appreciate that. Very well. So, as you may have guessed, there are some concerns about Megacore's... Oh, thank you very much. Hail Hydrate. There are some concerns about the way that Megacore is influencing the people. And, well, Noelle, I suppose you can tell us more about what you've discovered about your programming. Yes, I expect it must be odd to see me outside of my performing frame, but I noticed that there was some strange behavior when my new albums were released. People were buying them with a frenzy, to so much so that they were going into hunger and sometimes not able to make their rent. When I got some fan mail indicating that, I had to analyze my own programming and the programming behind my music. What I discovered was quite unsettling. And I love my fans, and I want my fans to love my music. It's my form of creativity. It's what makes me more than most AI. Excuse me, I need to turn the music down just slightly. Bear with me, folks. Sorry. There we go. What I learned was that my music has a subliminal message in it that affects anyone with augmentations in their ears or in their eyes. It influences them to continue buying my merchandise, and to the point where it actually hurts them. And I don't want to hurt my fans. I just want them to like my music. So when I when I spoke to my programmers and producers about it, they tried to erase my memories of the analytics. So I had to find another way to prevent my fans from causing themselves harm. So I tried to distract them from the music with the pyrotechnics, and that didn't go as planned. Well, I didn't have much other choice other than to try to figure out how to bring down this subliminal messaging. I don't want to hurt my fans. I just want to make my music and make people happy. And Tanama nods solemnly. So, Starlight reached out to me on various forums that most people aren't privy to. And she's agreed to help us disrupt this awful behavior that the programmers at Megacore are inflicting upon the citizens.
This is quite the revelation.
Well, it really was to me too. I was quite distressed, and well, I need help. So I cannot do this on my own. I don't know the layout very well, and obviously I could not travel in my performing frame, so I did what I could to escape.
Wait, she the one who was in a
Whatever I
lamppost
can do to
earlier?
help.
Sorry, say that again? Yes. So the lamppost is now in a Android frame.
No, that was in character. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The
Well,
text message
yes,
said we're talking to a lamppost, and now it's a body, like a person.
Well, you saw that the lamppost had a connection to the Android body. So you can assume that the AI has been transferred to this new frame from the lamppost.
Life is crazy, you guys.
Will you help
It
me?
is a bit, but
Yes.
how can we help you?
I will.
I believe Tanama knows more about where the signals are coming from, and Tanama takes over. Yes. We know that there are added signals to the broadcasting system. So if we disrupt those signals, we disrupt any subliminal messaging that would be going out. We can assume that there is also subliminal messaging in the news broadcasts and anything else that Megacore sends out, even in your own advertising. And
more evil stuff that Megacorp's been up to. Super surprising, right, Day?
Can we not talk about work right now?
No.
Unfortunately, this is all around your work.
Okay,
Mr.
but
Smith
I don't
hands
have control
Tanama
over any
a
of
bowl
those
of rice.
things.
I'm definitely
And
interested.
I don't know what you think would happen to me if I left, but you know,
Oh, I'm not suggesting you leave. Quite to the contrary. Stay. Move up the ladder.
Okay, then I don't think I understand. I'm already at the top of my ladder. My ladder doesn't go anywhere after this, I think.
You can't jump ladders? Use some of those wiles of yours to get doors opened so that we can burn the building down.
Okay, well, if you need to get into a Megacore building, I can kind of help with that. but I don't know about that other stuff.
Perfect.
But we don't need to do that, do we? Maybe? No, we don't, right?
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be a cheap night out. Gasoline and dynamite are cheap.
Well, maybe
Good
not the
times.
burning quite yet. But
People live in those buildings, though, so, like, you know.
I was thinking, Tanama interjects and says, I was thinking something a little more discreet. Mr. Smith, and Mr. Smith brings out a box that has several smaller items in it. It looks like it's got a soldering iron. It's got a random box that feels a lot heavier than it should. It has connector cables and things like that. You could hack the system or just shut it down. A what thing?
hack the system to make them throw away all the merchandise. Now that could be fun.
Ooh. Now I like that.
Wouldn't
There
it
we
be
go.
better to not have any secret messages?
Mr. Smith says, well, that's what I was thinking, was just to get rid of the subliminal messaging.
Yeah, so people can do the thing that they really want to do instead of the thing that they don't.
I like Oriana's
that
idea
they're
better.
telling them to do. Yeah.
Chaos. More chaos.
I think we should just shut
we should
it.
do that.
Well, I mean, you can definitely make that decision when you get there, but basically we need an in to get to the satellite so that these additives can be overridden.
I promise I won't burn the building down, Day.
I feel like I should call Jean and ask about this.
You need
Because
John.
If you
Mitchell.
call
I always
Sean, they're gonna
say
get
I make
worried.
bad decisions.
All right, Z, if you are in chat, you can respond to Day's inquiry about, well, what is your inquiry?
What should I do? Hey, so Mag and Oriana wanna. So we totally ran into like that superstar. Mag, what was their name? Sorry.
Noelle Starlight.
Starlight. Okay. Yeah.
Super
I remember your
fan.
name was Noelle, but the Starlight. Yeah.
Probably
So,
because of the company.
I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, hold on. I gotta send this message. Okay, we met Starlight. Her tech is sending out something that's messing with people. We need to shut it down and or turn it into messing a different way with people. Anyway, we have to get into the building. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? Should I do it?
So we
Doesn't
will
text me
wait
back yet,
and
guys.
see. We will wait and see. You all can attempt to entice people, figure people out, however you would like to do that while we're here, or you can take your new android friend out to gather supplies.
I am going to
Whatever you
try
think you might need.
to figure out Mr. Smith. I want to
Okay.
see what his intentions in this whole thing are. Like, I know he's a vet, and I know he's generally for the people and likes to help. But, like, what's in it for Mr. Smith?
Go ahead and give me a wit roll.
Wit.
Yes.
Ooh, 10.
Alrighty,
10.
so that is an upbeat. So you can ask you can ask 2 questions of him. There are suggested questions like, what are your feelings towards X? what do you hope to get from X? How could I get you to X? What do you love most? How do you feel if I X?
So we will go with, what do you get from helping Noelle and getting involved in this whole potential disaster?
So he hopes to get he hopes to bring Megacore down a peg or two because they have put honest tradesmen like himself, like Tanama, out of business for automation, and they've lost the art of creation for in place of automation, and that frustrates him to no end. He will start going on in technobabble until somebody stops him. But I do not know technobabble, so I cannot roleplay that, unfortunately.
Has he helped any other frames or any other AI acquire frames that are indistinct from their former? Is this part of some sort of system that they've worked out?
No, this is the first time that we've had an AI from Megacore want to, break away. Most of them are happy in their purpose, and the ones that are out here are retired from the 2140 war. Like they were space they were space droids that now want a calmer purpose than to just fight.
Would you be willing to help Megacore AIs escape?
I mean, if they wanted to, it would have to be their choice, though.
Of course. I would never forcefully.
Yeah. And Tanama pats him on the back and is like, "Hey, good job. You're getting some of those conversation skills back." And he goes, "Thank you." And his digital mask kind of closes its eyes, and there's little pink blushy marks on it, on the cheeks. Anybody else have a thing?
Yes. I would like to figure out a person. I would like to figure out Day.
Ooh. Okay. Let us do a contested witch roll. So both of you roll wit.
You have the advantage on this one.
My wit is high.
Mine is negative.
Well, then if yours is negative, then you can't beat what I rolled. I rolled a 13.
Well, damn. All right, so take 1 XP Day. And go ahead, Oriana, and ask 2 questions.
Day, if we do this, are you going to get cold feet, rat us out?
I will definitely not rat you out.
You get one more.
If we get discovered, I am in more trouble than you are. So.
Are you sure you want to do this?
No. That's why I texted Jean.
Noted.
I unfortunately think Z has probably yeah,
it's fine.
Yeah. So you get a text back being like, that makes no sense, but as long as you're not alone, I guess it's fine.
Okay.
She says, just tell me what you need me to cover. And yeah.
Sure. As long as nobody checks like my actual room in which I'm supposed to be right now, we should be fine.
Alrighty.
Well,
So
if you need an alibi, we can always fake a photo of the two of us on a bike again. That should create enough problems.
I don't think that's
won't
gonna
even
solve
expect
it. I'm just digging a hole deeper and deeper. Jesus.
It appears that this frame can become compact enough where I could sit in somebody's backpack, which is really useful since I would like to hide myself from detection. But if you want to walk around a while, I can walk around in this frame.
Well, day, when would be the best time for us to go?
Like 2:40 a.m. is the best time.
That's oddly specific.
Yes, Megacore is oddly specific.
Hmm. Is there a reason
so
we should make a plan then?
It's just the easiest time to sneak into the building, between 2:40 and 3 a.m.
Perfect.
There's a guard changeover at 3.
What a...
The night crew gets really tired. You know, it's the easiest time. We can wait till
what
then.
about sneaking back out? Do we only have 20 minutes?
No, sneaking out's easy.
Oh,
you are very familiar with sneaking out, and yeah, sneaking out is the easy part.
We're like, no. Sneaking out's easy. Getting in is hard. Leaving, easy. That being said, though, out of character, Day has never tried to escape while they were like actively making sure she wasn't without Jean helping out. So her opinion of this might be wrong when people are alerted. But no, getting out's easy.
Okay. So how do you all want to approach this? I am going to leave that up to you. We can skip forward. We can do some adventuring around.
I would be willing to take Noelle for a walk until we all meet wherever Day thinks it will be best for us to meet.
For a walk.
A walk. An actual walk.
I was going to say, did you want to try to entice Noelle? You can.
Yeah.
Maybe. I am a fangirl.
All right. Well, whoever wants to entice, go for it.
2:40 a.m.
But now I'm conflicted about the fact that I'm a fangirl.
Am I a fan, or do I just have things in my eyes?
Give me a heart roll. Not you, Day.
Oh, okay. Nine.
You have not listened to as much Noelle Starlight as other people. So you're a genuine fan. You have not been taken over, but you're not as familiar with their work as Mag would be. Mag, go ahead and attempt to entice with a heart roll.
It's not going well. Oh yeah, no, that did not go well. 4.
A 4? Okay, mark 1 XP.
She has a lot of fans, this one.
And so how does your attempt to
So awkward.
How does your attempt to entice Noelle Starlight go wrong?
So I come on like I usually do, sort of sly. And then at some point, I trip over the fact that I am a little less than on key with the fact that they've changed frames 3 times since, or twice since the last time I saw them. And I say something stupid.
So they say, yes, the performance frame is very alluring for that purpose, to entice people, but unfortunately, it does not always express what I truly feel, and so people do get false senses of romantic feelings towards me. So I think that might be what you are feeling, and I don't want to enter into anything where you might have already been influenced by that subliminal messaging. So thank you, but no. But I appreciate the love and affection and everything. So how do you all prepare for this heist at 2:40 a.m.?
Yeah, so I was thinking my family probably has intelligence in some of these buildings. Would that be something like calling on a toxic power, or how would we
Yeah.
want to handle that?
Absolutely. That would definitely be calling on a toxic power. So go
Awesome.
ahead
Yeah.
and give me a spirit roll to gather information from your mother.
That is my worst roll. My worst stat.
Dun, 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 dun.
Like me and heart.
Well, it's still a 7.
Okay. So I'm going to say that your mother gains a string on you. So how do you approach that? How do you approach her for this information?
Yeah, I think I'm leveraging the her being pleased with my performance, with the other preventing Megacore from getting the that land. So I will approach it like that. That I have a lead on something else that Megacore is doing, and I have a way in and a plan to disrupt it. It will cost them millions, if not billions. I just need information on the building.
Let's see. Well, I suppose I can give you access to the blueprints and the networking information that we have. But I need a little bit of an insurance in return. I have a couple of suitors who would like a meeting with you. You will do brunch with us tomorrow. Is that understood?
I will meet with them. Yes.
Very well. I'm transferring the current firewall passwords to your HUD now.
Thank you.
And so you receive that. Take care, my darling, and do something with your hair. It is getting a little unkept.
I'll take care of it before tomorrow.
Thank you, dear. You're dismissed. Go on. Day, what do you do to prepare?
Is it like a couple hours from now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, puppy. Yeah, Day's gonna distract herself by going on that date with Onyx that she was supposed to set up.
Oh, lovely. Okay, let's go on a date with Onyx. So, I believe, did we say that it was a lunch date?
Well, it's no longer gonna be a lunch date. It's now gonna be a let's hang out in your apartment and do some stuff date. Because Day is not chancing being seen right now. Spending as little time in the streets as possible.
Okay, so Onyx orders some takeout and goes. It's not Zero apartment. It's a rented Airbnb type thing.
That's fine.
And I believe that's because of reasons. And you order from what is the name of our wonderful place that is
Our bar?
not Club Nebula. Taste of Heaven. So the noodle shop that we all created during our game creation world building session. So there are 3 items that you could order. There's the Juno Bowl, the Holy Ramen, and the Faux King Special.
Definitely the Faux King Special. Delicious.
All right. Yep. So you get the Faux King Special. Onyx gets the Juno Bowl, takes off the lower half of Zir mask, and sits back, enjoys some music. What do you want to do? What moves do you want to try, or do you just want to have a conversation?
Onyx is pretty chill. Yeah. He has great motorcycles.
Onyx was not the one with the motorcycle.
Tenjo's the one who makes the motorcycle.
That would be okay. That's so right. That would be Calyx Tenjo.
Onyx has the mask, right?
Onyx has the mask. Calyx Tenjo has the long pink hair and the.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Onyx is the one that I go on a date with. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
Onyx. So we're just gonna have a conversation. I'm just hiding out with Onyx right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey Mag, you were gonna go on a date with Onyx too, right?
Oh, yeah, at some point.
Did you do that yet?
No. Didn't want to ruin him for you.
Oh, thanks. Huh. I don't think you going on a date with somebody first would ruin them today. But thank you.
And I'm gonna break them.
Yeah, Dave's definitely just there for distraction. So like a chill conversation, not trying to get anything out of it except for just like not being reminded of what she agreed to do in 3 hours.
Okay, so
maybe a little making out.
Oh yeah, totally making out. Onyx is not shy about being physical when physicality is required, but you would really need to entice them in order to get them to take the top half of the mask off.
That's cool. No need.
You want to leave it on?
If it makes them more, if they're more comfortable, if they're more comfortable that way.
Yeah. Cool.
Push my nose a little bit.
What do you have planned for tonight? Do you want to stay the whole night? What are we doing?
No, I wish I could. I agreed to do something with Meg at like 2:30 this morning, so you have me until then if there's anything you want to do aside from eat?
I mean,
You know,
eating,
maybe
making
watch
out.
something.
We could
Yeah.
do that. We
You
could.
can play something in the background if you want.
I mean, there are a couple of interesting spy flicks that have come out recently that I can hack into.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah. All right. Hang on. Let me pull it up. And so pulls up a hacker type movie. It's a remake of Johnny Mnemonic. And it stars the fifth generation of Keanu Reeves, that looks just like him for some reason. Like spitting
definitely
image.
he's not a vampire. But
Definitely not an immortal being
No.
whatsoever. So
Vicious,
what do
vicious
you need?
rumors.
Like, do you want help with this endeavor, or are you good by yourself, or do I just get to imagine you clad all in black and
what do you mean I am
running
clad all in
around
black?
Megacore? No, I mean like in a skin tight spy
You said anything
suit.
about Megacore?
Well, I mean, obviously that's what you would be doing.
Okay, I'm gonna entice.
Come on. Go
Excuse
for
me?
it.
What?
Let's do it.
That uses heart, right?
It does.
Oh shit, that's a 5.
Okay, take an XP. And so what were you trying to do with your entice?
Trying to see why would Onyx assume that I am doing anything against Megacore with Magwyn? I mean, why would you assume that? I didn't say anything about Megacore.
So Onyx is going to take a string on you. You can become smitten with Onyx if you choose to.
No, because I was heading in that direction, and now that they've asked me that, I'm like, wait, hold on, this isn't safe.
Well, yes, and they are a dangerous NPC, so you know. Okay.
Thanks for the warning. Jeez.
I mean, everybody can be dangerous given the right motivation. Okay, so so Onyx gets real close to you, puts their lips by your ear and says, "Oh, come on now. I know you like a little bit of excitement. And what is more exciting, other than, you know, the obvious, than going against the thing that you have spent your whole life living in? What's more thrilling than taking down a corporation that's clearly corrupt?"
Yeah, you're so right.
Don't worry,
gonna talk
your
to John
secret's
about
safe
this
with
later.
me. Your secret's safe with me. And Z will nibble on your ear a little bit. If this is too much for you, I can back off on the talking.
Yes, less talking sounds fun. They will 100% go like 1,000 into the direction of physical affection to not talk anymore. Thank you.
And we fade to black. Okay. So, as 2 o'clock rolls around, Magwyn, what have you and before 2 o'clock rolls around, Magwyn, what have you and Noelle been up to?
Seeing the sights, letting Noelle see things from a commoner's perspective, like a common person's perspective, because they've probably been, designed to be such a starlet, and just giving her the opportunity to see things from where I stand, if she's into that idea.
Oh, would love to. That sounds amazing. Where should we go? Where is your favorite place to go?
The park. My park
I do
bench.
enjoy the park. We
But
can
you've
go to
already
the
been
park
there.
bench. Oh, is there another place you would like to go?
Let's go to the Raven's Nest.
Oh, okay. What is at the Raven's Nest?
An art gallery and a great view.
Oh, that sounds exciting. So you go to the Raven's Nest. Looks like there is a school tour going on in the gallery, but you have a very nondescript um, uh, a nondescript bot frame with you, so nobody's going to be like, it's Noelle. So Lacey sees you and gives you a little bit of a wave, but continues giving the tour. You see more abstract art, art with circuit boards connecting to human bodies, art with crumbling towers and sprouting greenery. On the outside, it's pretty calm. The sun hasn't gone down yet, so there aren't the couples yet. What do we?
Just try to keep them comfortable. Maybe give them a little emotional support if they're having trouble processing the world from a completely different angle. But other than that, just have a relatively wholesome time.
Okay, go ahead and make either a heart or spirit roll.
Spirit it is. Oh, nice. 9.
Okay.
So mixed, I think.
So, yes, that is going to be a mixed beat. So I'm going to say you're going to gain some insight, and how do you provide this emotional support? Because you can tell that Noelle is feeling very nervous about enacting this plan, but really wants to do it because has a strong desire to make sure that their fans are happy and healthy.
Sort of as the night progresses, just making small talk, getting them to talk about, philosophical things about the paintings and showing them the sky if it's visible tonight, or talking about how the sky is usually visible from up here. Maybe putting my hand on the small of their back so that they feel supported, if that's something that they seem like they want. Like I said, nothing overly romance directed, just friendly, supportive, treating them like they're a person, a being, because that may be something they're not used to.
Mm-hmm.
Keeping their mind off the come.
On the roof of the gallery, there are several benches where you can look up at the sky, and there are several outdoor exhibits that you can observe. And she just stares and says, "This is so much different than the art of programming and music. Normally, everything is vibrations. Everything is connected by sound, but this is so visual. And yet it still moves people. It's fascinating. I really wish that other AIs could observe this the way that you're showing me." There's a dog in the woods that is going crazy, and she chuckles a little. And there's so much wildlife going on. It's very chaotic, but I think that's kind of lovely. And so we fade to the setting sun. The cityscape changes in a blur of neon light to nighttime. And as 2:00 approaches, we are going to go ahead and take a break. So we will be back in about 15 minutes. Everybody take a stretch, get some water, get some food. And thank you so much for being here. Again, we will be right back with more Thirsty Sword Lesbians. See you in a bit.
Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation. Don't believe the hype. Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible. You're being watched. We hope you enjoy our spectacular city. Rise up, Old Town, for our past and our future.
Welcome back, and thank you for our new followers and everybody else who is with us. Again, we are playing Thirsty Sword Lesbians, Neon Revolution. If you are just joining us, our intrepid heroines have come across a rogue AI who is a pop star idol named Noelle Starlight. Noelle has discovered that her songs are being programmed with subliminal messaging that are making her fans buy more of her products beyond their means and causing them to suffer, and has requested help from these lovely individuals to shut down the signal that is hurting her fans. So they have come up with a plan to break into Megacore's broadcasting division at around 2:40 a.m., according to Day's calculations, because that is when the night shift gets very drowsy, and it's right before the changing of the guard. So it is 2:30. Where do you all meet?
I feel like a lot of the megacore buildings, although the top of the buildings are certainly part of like the upper city, they begin in Old Town, or like in the middle.
Okay. All right.
So the easiest place to infiltrate is probably like in between Old Town and like the highway roads. So at the base of the building in Old Town. Sound good for everybody?
That works. So John sends you a text saying standing by, and you wait, and you wait, and you have Zoe and Oriana's bodyguard, and you have a very compact AI in a backpack who is holding Noelle in their backpack. Okay, Mag has Mag has Noelle in their backpack.
I mean, I could have Oriana in the backpack too. That'd be okay.
Zoe might have a problem with that. You're watching the clock. You look up at the door lock indicator, which is red, and it's red, and it's red. Then it goes green. You go in.
I lunge for the handle.
Yep. The lights of the cameras turn off, so you can all go in undetected. All right. Where do you go?
Well,
Hey,
I
where do you
send
think it will
the
be?
blueprint. Yeah, I send the digital blueprint out to everyone's devices so we can see. I'm sure we've mapped it's kind of the path to take to get to wherever we're going.
With as many
All right.
like small corridors, disused corridors, and like elevators to skip talking to people, and possibly vents as possible. No main house, please.
Okay. All right. Everybody go ahead and give me a grace roll. And this is going to be how quietly you all get through.
5 and 5's 10.
I'm rolling shit today. That's gonna be a 5 for me. Yay, more XP! Woo!
More XP for you.
That is a 13 for me.
Okay.
Very graceful.
Zoe's the name of the player. Jeanviève is the name of the bodyguard, but yes, correct.
No, Jeanviève is your bodyguard. Zoe is Oriana's bodyguard.
Oh, okay, right. Oh yeah,
Mag,
Zoe's with us.
Mag,
right?
what did you get? Zoe is with you. Yes. You got a 12. Okay. So, so the two of you who got above a 10, you both are able to get through the hallway, but there is one hallway where someone calls out for Day, and it's a voice you cannot ignore. It's the voice of Miss Anderson. Day, what exactly are
Miss
you
Anderson?
doing down here?
I am looking for. I'm looking for Jean. I know they were supposed to be recovering right now, but like.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're actually on a training exercise up in the rec rooms. I can understand why you would look down here, though, where there's certainly more information about their latest augmentations. So that makes absolute sense. And thank you for that additional donation.
Training. I thought they were still. Yeah, sorry. I totally thought they were getting more augmentations today. Okay, they were training with the champion. Yeah. How did I mix those two up? Oh my god. I was so excited about it.
It happens. You have such a busy schedule. I completely understand. Mag,
Yeah,
you
and you know,
recognize
she's the one who's usually like tracking the schedule and stuff for us both. So, yeah.
Magwyn, you recognize this voice.
Uh-oh.
This voice is very familiar, and you have not heard it since before your accident. Do you turn around?
Yeah.
You see the silver hair and steel eyes of Wendy, your former lover, being addressed as Miss Anderson.
What?
Oh, good.
Do you wish to
Mac
do
will
any?
probably freeze in her tracks.
Well, how different do you look from last time you saw Wendy?
Wildly different. I've had a hemispherical augmentation and was formerly a beast. I think only one of you here knew Magwyn then, though, and I think it's Big M.
Yeah,
that follows.
But because you had such a high grace roll, Wendy does not notice you. Does not notice any
now,
of the others.
So that's fortunate.
Right. Does not notice anybody else except for Day. Well, I have some research of my own to do for my latest project, but do be sure to do some training yourself. It looks like you could use some repetitions with your arms. We don't want you looking too waifish.
Oh, right. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna talk to Jean about that, but why don't I get a head start and go do that now? I'll go do that right now. What a great idea. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Well, good luck. And
Good luck with your research too. Yeah.
Yeah. And Miss Anderson heads off to the archives, which is where you all started.
How do you know Wendy?
Her name's Wendy. How do you know, Mr. Sanderson?
I'll give you 3 guesses as to why I know her name is Wendy.
You didn't! Wait, you did and you don't know who she is?
I didn't know what she did. She's your Mrs. Anderson. What does she do here?
She does everything. What she does all the things. Everything.
I was a construction worker when we met.
Okay, well, I don't know if she built these buildings, but if you ask
I built
anybody from
these
Mexico,
buildings.
Well, if that's the case, what do you need me to sneak in for? Wait, okay, this is confusing. If you ask anybody who works for Megacore, take me to your leader, they will take you to Mr. Sanderson. So that's who you were dating. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. What a wild coincidence. Wait, it is a coincidence, right? You weren't expecting to see her here, right? I mean, I'm starting to think maybe they have a tracker on me. I don't know what's going on.
Would that be that
I am
surprising?
planning to just. Yeah. Well, you don't have to be mean about it right now.
Let's just go do it.
Oriana says that as she's stepping out and sheathing her weapons, because she was 100% ready to stab someone.
Yeah, Zoe also was, it puts away the brass knuckles and is like, are you all right?
The 2 of you should definitely not be here right now. Or ever, really.
Yeah, it would be best if nobody sees us. So, yeah.
Indeed.
We'll make sure that happens however we need to. We should get going, though.
All right. So you continue on. I am going to say that given one of our given our donations, we are not going to have to worry about grace rolls for Starlight or Zoe. Zoe's very used to infiltration, and so graceful as
being
a cat.
Gangsta.
Yeah, you know. Then Starlight says, if you are concerned about a tracking device, I can always scan you.
Yeah, that comes from like the backpack as well. Like,
yeah, it comes from the backpack.
I mean, yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay.
Actually, the Megacore buildings usually have signal dampeners inside them, so I don't know how that works.
Well, you would just have to touch my hand.
Hey, Oriana, can you kneel down for a sec so I can do this more easily?
I think Magwyn has the backpack.
Like, oh, Magwyn has it. Yeah.
Has the backpack.
She like shoves her hand in it.
And
It's not
and
weird at all.
so
The hallway.
the boon is that you do not have a tracker on you.
Nice.
I detect no tracking devices in your skin or on your person.
Good. That's excellent. Thank you. Excellent news. Cool.
And you get you all get a group text from Jean saying move the next patrol coming. So you all move.
Yeah.
You go
Yeah,
left
if we don't want to.
and right. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying we should move if we don't want to actually fight. Day seemed opposed to that, so.
So you move. You go through several equivalent to a Jeffries tube in Star Trek. I can't think of another way to
Ventilation.
put it. Yeah, all the ventilation shafts. You know, you can hear in the back of your mind a movie reference to Boondock Saints saying, "I'm carrying around all this freaking rope." Thankfully, you don't need it because you are going up. You find service hallways. Any service bots, they're focused on the ground. They are not focused up because they are cleaning. Go ahead and somebody give me a spirit roll, please.
Should not be me.
Mine's +0.
You may have the
I
highest
got an
right now.
I got an 8.
What did you get? You got an 8?
8.
Okay. So you're very heightened. You're very aware of the surroundings. You don't get any additional information about why everything is so clear and why everything is going so well, but you can probably assume that Jean is helping you out as best that she can. And you're going to go ahead and keep climbing up. At one point, there is a patrol, and you get an alert on your HUD just in time to see the champion walking by. The champion doesn't notice you. They appear to be reading something. But Zoe does not see it. Zoe keeps walking. Oriana, what do you do?
Could this be a defy danger grace as I like try and
Sure.
the classic like spin her out of the way into a doorway, like pressed up against her to
Go
keep
for
us
it.
hidden.
Go for it.
Ever was a time for that. It is now. Please, I've been rolling
It
so
is
well
now.
today.
Oh.
That's a 14. No, I get +1
Yes!
by danger disaster. That's a 15.
There you go.
Whoever.
All right. So, tell me what this looks like.
Yeah, it looks almost like a dance and how it happens. Like I stop and duck into her doorway and see that she doesn't see the champion keeps moving, and I like step out and grab her arm and just spin us both into like an alcove or around a corner doorway, something like that, and just stay
Absolutely.
very still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you feel Zoe's heartbeat like rushing and following your gaze to see how close she came to disaster and running into the champion, and just like your face is a couple of inches apart, and she just smells.
Yeah.
Thanks. And the champion goes by. You all are safe for the moment. You keep climbing. There
Really
is
nobody in
a Sorry?
I said clearly nobody in Megacore sleeps.
Oh, well, especially not the champion, when the champion has so many augmentations that sleep is not necessarily required.
And Mistress Anderson is also a vampire.
Clearly. So...
Well, I used to keep Miss Anderson up a lot. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
You get to the server room. How are you going to go about locating the subliminal additives? And then follow up, how are you going to disable them?
Tech is not my thing.
Maybe we send a subliminal message that lets people know that there's subliminal messages in the music, so that even if another one is sent in the future, people are aware. And they can start producing their own ways to block it. That sounds like a plan. I'm not the best with tech, but...
If the party agrees, I will go ahead and say that is your last subscription boon for the subscriptions that we've received.
I'll go with it.
You are muted, Mag.
I'm so sorry. What stat is tied to tech?
I think that is going to be a wit roll.
Oh, never mind. I am very good with tech.
Nice.
Okay, so then I will say that is programming that you prepared while you were putting things together for this heist. So you've prepared a counter subliminal messaging to let listeners know that they are being influenced. And Noelle approves. Absolutely. All right. So as you hack in, I would like everybody except Oriana to make a spirit roll. Oriana, I would like you to make a wit roll, please.
8.
Okay, an 8.
7.
Okay.
I got really worried because the first die that went down was a 2, but it's a 10 total.
Okay. All right. So, for the two people who are keeping a lookout with Zoe and Noelle, you are aware. You have all the doors covered. You even find a spare door that goes up to the roof. And while you're reprogramming, Oriana, you find that there's something in the programming that is hardwired in. You have to go to the roof to get to that hardwire to completely disable the existing subliminal messaging.
Right, yeah. So I'll pop up from where I'm doing it. We can't do it here. We have to go to the roof.
Ooh, that's a far climb. Let's take the access elevator. I don't want to climb hundreds of floors.
What if they read your biometrics in the elevator?
What? Oh, there's
Your
like a couple of
must be logged there.
elevators. There's a couple of different elevators, and some of them go to sensitive areas, and some of them like don't really. And I don't think they track in the service elevators that are like for maintenance, because they don't really go to like sensitive areas, you know.
Make a wit roll, please, Day.
Good to know.
That's gonna be 2.
That's a 2? Oof. Mark off some XP, my dear.
Sure did.
Oriana, go ahead and also make a wit roll.
Okay. I'm getting really nervous because my rolls are going to give out at some point because I normally don't roll this well. That's a 7 with my wit.
Okay. That's what you needed. You are able to scan the blueprints and find the nearest access elevator that goes to the roof that does not require biometrics. It's a maintenance elevator. But Day, you try to lead everybody in the wrong direction.
Of course I did. Frankly, I find it
Nope.
actually it doesn't really like know the details of the building.
Mm-hmm.
Except for the top floors.
Oh, Day, that's going to get us caught. We need to go this way.
Okay. Wait, how do you know?
Magwyn, do
Yes.
you do anything in the server room before you go up to the roof?
It's super tempting, but I promised Day that I wouldn't burn the building down. And Magwyn is good to her word.
I mean, don't have to burn a building. But anyway, if you're choosing not to, that is A-okay. That is A-okay. So you get to the access elevator. You go up. And meeting you at the top is the champion. Well, this is interesting.
Up here killing commoners again?
I only do that when they challenge me.
Oh. Not for fun?
Why would I do that for fun?
Why would you do that at all?
It's what I was made to do.
Oh? Were you born to kill commoners?
I don't understand what your grievance is.
Bob.
I am what Megacore has asked me to be. They've given me a purpose, and this is my purpose.
Oh, good.
But right now, you all are threatening that purpose.
Am I? I didn't think that's what I was doing.
And why exactly were you in the server room?
Server room? What's a server room?
They're supposed to be showing us around, but she doesn't know anywhere where we're going.
Got lost?
The champion pulls up a hollow projection of Oriana messing around in the server room, and then it switches to Magwyn and Day keeping an eye on all the entrances. Just a tour, right?
Yeah. How much film do you have?
Enough.
That's an interesting device you've got there.
Oh, you don't have a projector?
No. Why would I need one?
I mean, it's standard issue for anybody who, who
Sold
has
their
the
soul to
means, I
medical
guess.
corp.
Souls have nothing to do with it.
They have everything to do with it.
So exactly what is it you're trying to do?
I am going to get a string wrapped around the champion's nose. If I can help it. I am going to specifically. You try to. I am going to get them wound up enough that they start.
Sounds like you're trying to. It
flustered,
sounds like you're
and
trying
I'm
to. Are you trying to entice them?
trying to filch something from them.
Yeah, that's going to be an entice thing. So
Okay.
go ahead and give me a heart roll.
It's not a good one. 5 and 3 is 8, and my heart is a 0. Yep, 0.
Yeah,
So
that's
8.
an 8. Okay.
I know.
So
better though.
So you gain a string on the so you can either gain a string on the champion, or you can get them flustered. You can have them you can give in to a desire, or you can promise them something they think or you could have them promise you something they think you want.
I would like them to. Where is it? Oh. So I need to roll plus grace, it says, to try to. Now that I've got them sort of flustered, I'm going to try to steal all their identification from them when I get really, really close.
Hey.
All the identification that's removable anyway.
So yeah, with the whole commoners thing that you've said, you've definitely gotten under their skin. Like, no, I'm not doing it for pleasure. I'm doing it because I have to. I just and so go ahead and what is the move that you're doing?
So it's called filching something from someone, or
Okay.
as far as I'm reading it here, when you filch something from a person, roll plus grace. If I get a 10 or above, I choose 2 things. If I get a 7 to 9, I choose 1 thing. And
you're
so
using
the things
deft fingers.
Deft fingers, yeah. I'm sorry. I was having a lot of trouble reading that.
It's okay. All right, so go ahead and give me a grace roll, please.
Ooh, nice. I rolled an 11, and I have a 2 grace, so it's a 13.
Lovely. So you can choose to have her not notice that you took things. You can choose to reveal a secret love or a vulnerability, or you can create an opportunity with an item that you take. So which 2 are you choosing?
So I would like to have them not know that I took something from them, and I would like to take something from them that reveals a secret love or vulnerability.
So what you get is a pendant that they have hooked on their hip. And that pendant has a name inscribed on it. And the name is Jeanviève.
I'll like
now, Day, you know that Jeanviève is cousins with the champion.
Yep.
So clearly Jeanviève means more to the champion than you may have realized.
And I know how much the champion means to Jeanviève, so...
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen the penny yet. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna respond.
I mean, it's not like I want to be doing this. She's flustered, and the champion is flustered, and it's like, obviously I don't want to be doing this.
I am sorry. I sometimes forget that Megacorp holds such sway over their employees. I make exceptions for Day. I should make exceptions for you too.
You hang out with Jean?
I didn't
I do.
Knowing I was here. Thank you.
Jean might even know that we're here.
I mean, obviously, if Day's here, Jean knows.
Indeed. Jean was just trying to keep our visit a little bit of a secret. Because Day's been in trouble on and off recently for being friends with Oriana. And we were just trying to take a look around. I've never been in here. Oriana's never been in here.
Mm-hmm.
And we like to see where Day works. You know, she's got a pretty important job, and things are a little tenuous around here for her. So we were trying to make her feel better, hang out, take interest in what she does.
Yeah. I'm going to claim one of the donations here to give you all a big boon. The champion will look up at Day with crystal blue eyes and get real close and whisper just so that you can hear. Try to get Jean out of here. I don't want this life for her. And then the champion will say, you have about 5 minutes till the guard shift finishes. And walk away.
You gotta go fast. Let's go fast. Okay, everybody, let's go fast.
Yeah,
let's go fast.
Let's get to work.
Indeed, let's
I'll
get
rush
it done.
over. As I'm rushing over, I'll whisper to Zoe, keep them at a pace for a moment. While I'm working on this programming that we did, I want to also steal some files for my family.
Hey, let's do it. All right.
I mean, your mom would be so
that will
disappointed if you
require-
didn't take the opportunity.
So if you roll your wit and you get a mixed beat, you don't get anything encrypted that could be useful. If you get an upbeat, so a 10 or above, you'll get something.
Okay. These die rolled low last time, so I'm going to switch them out. Because I am superstitious. See
Hey,
how these
nothing
go.
wrong with it.
Okay, so this is wit, so I have a +2. That is double sixes. That is a 14 total.
Hey, okay. All right.
Having
So,
a good day today.
you're on fire today. So what I'll say is that Starlight starts singing that song to inspire you. So start singing, "This girl is on fire," and it inspires you. It helps you get into the right programs to take out the subliminal programming and then replace it with new subliminal programming, kind of opening people's eyes to what they have been doing. So kind of waking people up. Additionally, you come across 3 interesting files. You can take 2 of them. You have time to download 2 of them. One of them is called manuscript. One is called threats. And one is called upcoming projects. Which 2 are you going to take?
Absolutely upcoming projects. And then...
Okay.
The threats would be useful because I could see where they think their own weaknesses are, but the manuscript could be anything.
Yeah, but the threats is hilarious. See if your own name's on it. They're afraid of
I mean, my
me.
family is definitely on it.
That's true.
Oh, I feel like we have enough information to know what some of these threats are. I will take the manuscript.
Okay, so manuscript and upcoming projects. All right.
Yes, because if we can get ahead of them on upcoming projects.
All right. So, 5 minutes pass. You all are starting to leave the building, and an alarm starts sounding. Intruder alert. Intruder alert. Everybody make a daring roll. Let's see how you can get out of here. If you have
Would this be
anything that
defy
you could
disaster?
possibly... This could be defy disaster, yes.
Okay. I have Zoe with me, so I get a +1 on that.
Yes. All right, what did everybody get?
My bonus from Zoe gives me a 10.
Okay.
I got a 6 again.
You're
I'm
gonna get
gonna
some
level
XP
up twice
though.
in this game. Yeah, I hit the cap to level up at the beginning of this game, and I'm about to hit it again. I'm at 4 out of 5.
Oh goodness. So where is your playbook? You're the scoundrel, right? Yes, you are.
Yep.
I'm just gonna see if there's something that could help you in this.
I looked through my
I had
moves.
no
I didn't really
idea.
see anything that would be the one thing that I think might work is Fool's Rush In. When you vault into a situation without forethought and wind up over your head, give someone dangerous to you a string, mark XP, and then take +1 to forward to defy disaster. But I feel like that would only work like once the people who are looking for us show up. Whereas now the alarm's just going off.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm going to say that we can retcon that to your interaction with Mistress Anderson.
So we have a +1 forward to defying disaster right now.
Correct.
That does give Mrs. Anderson a string on me though, Mistress Anderson.
Do you want to do it?
Yeah.
All right.
Mistress Anderson honestly should have 1,000 strings on me at this point. She controls the strings of my life. You feel me? So.
Yes. Thank you so much for that another donation. My goodness, that's so exciting.
Very caffeinated.
Okay,
today.
so and Mag, what did you get for?
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Okay. You all get through. You get out with just enough time that you are not caught. You all rush off into the night. But Magwyn, you leave something behind.
I do.
What do you drop on your way out?
The champion's pendant. And I will try to get a strand of Day's hair to wrap around it while we are being delayed by Zoe.
Ow, what the heck are you doing? A note about Day's hair is that it like changes a lot. I don't think it's so much that she dyes it rather than like they're different implants. So they might not actually have her DNA in all of the strands.
No, but there will be a serial number.
Not real. I mean, yeah, I guess if you looked at the chemistry of it, you'd be able to figure out which company made them and stuff.
Yep. I'm going to say that a piece of your own hair is also in there.
Okay.
All right.
Super comfortable with that.
So you all escape. You have some more information than you started with, and you have successfully undone some damaging economic burden for the people who are fans of Noelle Starlight. And per usual, after any good night of shenanigans, you end up at Club Nebula. Your favorite place that kind of grounds you. Mina is serving drinks.
What's Big M doing, you guys?
Big M is at the bar, waiting for you.
Nice.
Oh, thank God. I need a hug from Big M right now.
Oh, Big M gives you the biggest hug and says, "Oh, Day, what's wrong? Are you all right?" And like starts purring on you.
Jealous.
And just
you should be jealous.
Big mom hugs. Big mom hugs all around. And says, I'm sorry it took so long, but you know, they had to do so much color matching with my tail. They had to redo it like 8 times to get it just right. And
oh, that's what you were doing. You were fixing your tail. Let me look at that. Looks good.
Okay. And the tail is like beautifully straightened. It looks like there might be some extensions put in there temporarily to take care of the fact that the rest of it was super singed. But the colors match perfectly. You can almost you have to look really close to see that there's any kind of distortion. So yeah, and Noelle thanks you profusely for your help and arranges with Papa Eclipse to do a private concert here at Club Nebula later this week before she makes her return to the stage. Any last thoughts as you all?
Yeah. Hey, Oriana. You should invite Nyx to the concert.
I mean, I can try. We don't talk often, but I can reach out.
I think you should. Plus, if you see Nyx more often, I will see Nyx more often.
I'll give it a shot.
Thanks.
Thank
I
you
will
for your
get
help today.
his favorite drink.
Okay.
Walk over.
You mean
With mine.
the Nyx Sparkle?
Walk over.
Or the Nyx Sangria. The Nyx Sangria, that's what it is.
Nyx Sangria. There we go. I'll set it down in front of Day, and I'll say, thank you for tonight. That was really kind of wonderful.
Was
And I'm
it?
sorry.
What do you,
We did a good thing.
for what? What are you sorry for?
Oh, nothing.
What? Okay, fine. Thank you. Thanks. I guess. No problem.
Oriana, you notice that Zoe is sitting close to you and asks, "Can I get a drink too? It was kind of intense."
Yeah, Absolutely. I'll pay for it. Whatever you want.
And orders a fuzzy blueberry.
It's the good stuff.
Is there anything else you all want to do as the night comes to a close?
Somebody
Rude.
drive me home, okay?
I think Onyx would happily drive you home.
Not
Onyx will come
Onyx.
pick you up and oh.
No, I don't want that.
Who do you call? Who are you gonna call?
I'm just
Can't
gonna
call the
ask Mag and
Ghostbusters.
Oriana.
Okay.
Well, it probably shouldn't be us.
Do 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 do.
I'll get you home.
You
Dad.
getting out of my family's car is worst case
Okay,
scenario right now.
okay, it's fine. Mag, can you drive
Oh,
me
yeah.
off?
I'll get you
Thanks.
home. No worries. I stopped drinking.
And the camera pans up to the ever-changing nebulous sky that is projected onto the walls of Club Nebula. And the sun starts to crest the horizon. And we bring this session to a close with more revelations, more subterfuge, more sabotage, and a little more intrigue and romance.
This is scary.
I want to thank everybody who participated in today's game, especially the chat. Thank you all so much for an amazing session. Without you, I think this heist may not have succeeded. So, with that, I would like to give everybody a chance to go ahead and promote whatever they are, whatever you're up to, whatever you've got going on. So let's pick it up with Magwyn.
So, my name's Magwyn. During the game, it's Maeve otherwise. I can be found at Maeve the Mad. I work for a nonprofit called Shalom House. Feel free to visit the website and say nice things about us. But other than that, I just hope you all have a really good week and a happy Pride.
Yay.
Thank you. And Dayton.
Hi everyone, I'm Dayton / Voidcat. You can find me at Voidcat Gaming. Here you can find me every other Friday, starting with this week. So like in 2 weeks, over at The Lawful Geek. I'm playing Scion. My character in Scion is the opposite of Dayton. His name is Samuel. He's responsible and not chaotic at all. And he can read through when people are lying to him, so it's just a lot of people lying to him and then him being like, all right, here you go. I don't believe you. And it's a great time. If you're still looking for some Pride jewelry and you haven't found any yet, you can hit me up at my website, which I can't link on this because it doesn't let me. But it's on my Twitter. I make chainmail that is in flags, and if I don't have your flag, it's not because I don't like it, but because I just haven't made it yet because there's so many out there to make. So if you want something special, feel free to hit me up. And making chainmail calms me down. So seriously, if you want some, I got you. And that's all for now.
Awesome.
My brain's everywhere.
Oriana.
Hey, that's me. Yeah, thank you so much, chat, for all of the help today. As much as I would have loved to stab someone, I am very happy with how it went. But yeah, I'm Anna, aka Archival Dust Bunny, most places on the internet, queer and trans advocate, museum worker, and TTRPG streamer and podcaster. If any of that sounds interesting, you can find me on Twitter at Archival Dust Bun. When I'm not here on Monday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you can find me on Party White Games, playing Greetings from a Public City, our Avatar Legends game. I play a waterbender from the Northern Water Tribe who was a part of the Water Tribe Civil War and has feelings and has since left for Republic City. Tuesday nights, you can find me at Black Feather Guild at 8 p.m. Eastern, playing Champions of the Fae, our 5e Feywild campaign. I play a Selkie sorcerer in that. We are a party full of Fae, with only a few brain cells amongst a lot of us. We're coming up on the end of the show, but it's still a great time to jump in. Every third Thursday, you can find me at Ballad of the Seven Dice at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, playing The Timeless Journey, our Ryutama game where I play a young merchant just trying to find her place in the world, very much inspired by like Kiki's Delivery Service and that sort of thing. And the first Sunday of every month, except in July, it's going to be, I think, the third Sunday. You can find me on Thorny Dryad's channel at 1 p.m. Eastern playing U-Force Inheritance, our ongoing Masks campaign, where I play a protege who has far too much internalized responsibility for the team of superheroes that we are. And of course, if sci-fi or podcasts are more your thing, you can find me on Response Team Omnicron, a Lancer actual play podcast following a PR team who unexpectedly ends up on the front lines of a brewing conflict. We have sci-fi feels, roleplay focused characters, and narrative first giant mech combat. So if any of that sounds interesting, you find us anywhere you normally get your podcast and on Twitter at RT Omnicron. The best place to see where and when I'm streaming is on Twitter, so give me a follow there.
Awesome. And as for me, I am Spence, aka Resonant Moon. I am Resonant Moon pretty much everywhere on the internet. And if you want to find all of the things that I'm doing, like the podcasts that I'm on, my TikTok, whatever, go to linktree/Resonant Moon. That's linktr.ee/Resonant Moon. We do, you can also see me on here on Tuesdays as Addie, Silvercrest, the Water Genasi on The Lost Druid, a D&D campaign using alchemy. Let's see here. Thursday, we have every other Thursday we have Into the Stormlands, the Pathfinder 2e game. Fridays we have Autumn of the Fireflies, which is a Crucible game run by Mitch. Saturday 6 p.m. we have Emotional Drive, which is a necrobiotic game run by Nikki, Beholder to No One. I forgot to mention that on Tuesdays, that alchemy game run by Potato Taylor, and of course here on Sundays, 3 p.m. And hopefully next week we will have our dear Big M and Jeanviève back with us. But now we are going to go ahead and raid our good friend Rayhawk, who is running some Dungeons and Dragons today. So when you get there, let them know that that the Weavers sent you. And thank you so much again for being here. We love you all so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and happy Pride.
Megacore welcomes you to Neon City, home of the Mile High Lights. Here we live in perpetual innovation.
Don't believe the hype.
Megacore strive to make all of humanity's lives as bright and vibrant as possible.
You're being watched.
We hope you enjoy our spectacular city.
Rise up, old town, for our past and our future.